What's going on, you guys? It's me, AnarchYxNinja. So, we just watched AHSOKA. I don't know why I said we. I just watched AHSOKA. Both episodes. So, again, before I get into it, believe it or not, you have to do this on the internet, because people are, you know. Spoiler warning, dude. I swear to God. Why did you think about spoilers on a video talking about AHSOKA? Anyway, whatever. You've been warned. I'm into the first two episodes. I'm liking the vibe of it so far. I like where the story, at least where I think the story's going. I could be wrong. You know, we talked about it a bunch on what I'm hoping for AHSOKA and all that stuff. And where do I even want to begin? You know, I don't have notes. I just go off my head. I haven't listened to what anybody else has had to say or anything. So this is all just me. And after watching it, I'm not watching big YouTubers talk about it. Don't care. Anyway, one of my first thoughts, I guess we could get off on is I always thought that Inquisitor-looking guy. I know he's probably not actually an Inquisitor, but I always thought that was gonna be Ezra, and that was gonna be like a plot twist. Like they're all looking for him, and then it turns out Thrawn brought Ezra over to the dark side, or the people that are with Thrawn did. But I'm kind of getting the vibe that it's not, because after the first two episodes, they haven't got to Thrawn yet, and yet that Inquisitor's already there. So I don't think it's Ezra. Maybe there's a way they found Ezra first. I don't know, but I'm kind of leaning towards it not being him anymore. But I definitely feel like it is. There's something to that Inquisitor. It's not just some random Inquisitor. Like, I feel like it's going to be a character we know, especially since they're hiding him behind a mask. Whether that's Barriss Offee or Offee, however the hell you say her name. Whether it is Ezra somehow. I'm kind of leaning away from that now, but because to me the body still looks a little small, so I'm kind of leaning toward it being a female, but I don't know. Looks cool though. I like the face mask she has. It's pretty cool. Or he, whoever it is. Overall, it is definitely a follow-up to Rebels. There's no doubt for those trying to, you know, say it's not. I mean, it is. Let's face it. I'm not against it. I'm enjoying it. I enjoy the characters. I thought Sabine had an awesome fucking intro with that. I'm guessing that's actual Star Wars rock music. I doubt they put real rock music over it, but I liked it. I'm like, dude, this is an awesome scene right here. Plus, okay, let the man speak for a second. God damn, bro. Sabine looking, Just saying, sorry, I had to get it out of the way. God damn, man. Ezra. Bro, you gotta come back, Ezra. You missing out on some shit here, man. You gotta get your ass back here real quick. But, what is that? I love the intro for her. I love the, just the overall vibe, honestly. I really did like the way it felt. It felt, I hate using this. It felt more Star Warsy than the last season of Mando or Book of Boba did for me. So hopefully it will keep that up. My one thing that I'll get into is we've speculated on this for a long time though, from the moment we saw Morgan's character in Mando Season 2. She's a shipbuilder and working on that. So my whole thought was Thrawn's getting a fleet built for him, and he's gonna have that when he returns. Now clearly Thrawn isn't back yet, but he will be soon. So my feeling and hope is that she is not just building that ship we saw. I forgot what it's called, the Scions something. I don't know. She's not just building that ship to go find Thrawn. I'm hoping she's doing that, but also building up a fleet. She's connected to Corellia. She got the shipyards. You have some loyalists there. I'm hoping she also built up a Star Destroyer fleet and not just that ship. Because if it's just that ship, I'm going to be let down. I need to see Thrawn at the head of a fleet. If they're bringing him in as the main villain, which they are, they need to have him be at the head of a fleet. So that's my hope. Maybe we won't see the entire fleet now in this season. Maybe that will carry over to next season or whatever the next show he'll get picked up in. Because the vibe that it gave me when the end of Mando Season 3, when they talked about the Shadow Council, I was getting more of they had a more powerful vibe. Like there's more to them than just that. And we're not at that point. For those who don't know, they're kind of shooting these seasons alongside each other. So some of the stuff we just saw in AHSOKA is taking place around Mando Season 2 time, maybe Mando Season 3, right in between there somewhere. But I really hope they bring him back with the fleet. And if Morgan is not building a fleet, I'm going to be very let down. They either need to build up to that or already have it made. But I don't know. That's my hope, though. So I did get a little nervous, though, when I saw them taking I believe it was a Super Star Destroyer. I think they said a SSD's hyperdrive. So that's a bad motherfucker right there. Not just a Star Destroyer, but a Super Star Destroyer. So she's taking parts from that to make up that ship. And I do hope that ship is not the sole thing they're working on. If that's going to be his main thing and that's it, I will be a little let down, I'll be honest. But I still think they'll build up to him having a fleet. We already saw Home 1 in action, which is Admiral Akbar's ship, for those who don't know. So that's awesome. I'm hoping we get to see some actual space combat, because I love space combat, and I will be let down, I'll be honest, if they don't do it. But, you know, that doesn't mean the show will suck. It just means I think they'll have a missed opportunity, especially with Thrawn being the villain. And I feel like they want him to lead up to building the First Order, being a huge part of that. So having him and Morgan build up a fleet makes more sense, where the First Order kind of got some of this stuff. I think they would lay the groundwork. It would help explain why the First Order is so incompetent in the sequels. Because at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, they're trying to make the sequels more palatable, I guess, if you could say. You could taste them or enjoy them. I don't want to say enjoy them more, but it'll help, I guess. That's the hope they're trying to do. It's not going to save the sequels, obviously, but it'll try to make that part of the story a little more easy to digest, I guess you could say. So I'm kind of getting the vibe that it will ultimately lead down to that, and this is probably the groundwork of, it's not the First Order, but Thrawn building up a fleet and Morgan with him, obviously. It will ultimately lead down the road to that. Especially since we saw Hux's dad on the Shadow Council. That'll be the First Order. He's kind of working with Thrawn. You can see how it's going to drive down that road and get there. But yeah, I don't know. People were talking like, when are we going to see Thrawn in this season? Like, there's some people thinking it will be at the end of the season. Like, the whole season will be a quest to find him, which I am hoping isn't the case. I want to get Thrawn in here sooner than later. I'm kind of thinking it'll be in the next couple episodes. But I could be wrong, because I could see the thing where it's going to be the whole season is going to be a quest for Thrawn, and then at the end they finally have him, and he'll come in and, this is what we made for you, sir, and blah, blah, blah. Like, she'll show him his fleet or whatever she built up, and then it will kind of end there, like, let's get started, or, you know, something like that. You know, I hope they don't go down that route. But you never know, to be honest. You just never know with this shit, so. Anyway, what else? The duels, I liked them. Side note, I love seeing, Titus Pullo in there, man. R.I.P. Ray Stevenson. Hope I said his name right. Unfortunately, he had to die there, but I'm liking their characters so far. What else? I don't even know where to go. We got a lost cat. Yeah, that's fancy, right? So fancy. Side note, Sabine acting like a dumb little bitch, though. As hot as she is, doesn't mean she's smart. You know they're, like, gonna be on to you, and she's like, I'm gonna go to the one place everybody knows I go. And immediately she got caught. That annoyed me. I'm like, dude, you know better than this shit. Come on. What the fuck is that? I see why AHSOKA's like, man, I'm gonna slap the shit out this bitch. I get it. Hera, I mean, she's hot as fuck, by the way. God damn. Side note, the man's gonna talk a little bit. God damn. The way they're wearing those pants and the way they sit down. Jesus, you see the arch? The guys saw the arch. The girls are like, what? No, the guys, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, God damn, bro. Okay, let's get that out of the way. We're done now. We can be back to being a civilized human being, and we won't talk like that about. We won't objectify women, but god damn, bro. Obi-Wan, you lucky motherfucker. Now I'm gonna have her be wearing that shit when she gets off work. For those who don't know, the actress who plays Hera is Obi-Wan. I think it's his wife. I'm pretty sure it's his wife. But they're together in real life. And Star Wars runs with the family. I bet. Let's play some bets. How many of you think he played Obi-Wan and she played Hera in the bedroom? I would do it personally, but I'm also a degenerate, so yeah, I don't think Obi-Wan is that. He seems like a civilized person. He wouldn't do that. But it's just a side note. Anyway, let's get back to the show and get off this tangent. Not like we get any new subscribers, so we won't be shocking anybody. Anybody still watching knows my my channel. What else? I'm kind of glad, honestly, we got through the puzzle stuff quickly. I was a little nervous with how much on the trailers we were seeing puzzle-like stuff, and I'm like, dude, please don't have this be the whole season. Like, I don't mind it, but let's not turn this into, like, one long quest. And that kind of goes back into what we said about Thrawn being revealed at the end. I hope that's not what it is. I don't want this whole season to just feel like a quest. Especially, like, I don't know. Coming off the last few shows, they've been lackluster. Let's get something good. I don't think waiting for Thrawn to the very end will be a great idea. It might still be a good show, But I personally, if I was writing, I don't think I would wait till the end of the season to bring them in, especially with how rocky the other stuff is done. I would probably bring them in. So my bet is they'll bring them in early, but I could be completely wrong. We're just spitballing. Let me know what you guys think, because I've heard people make both arguments briefly, so I'm like, it could happen. But we'll find out, I guess. But what else? That ship they're making, I don't know. I couldn't really tell. Like, it kind of reminded me of, like, the, from the prequel era, the like, what do you call it? I don't know the technical term, but the ring like a Jedi starfighter would get attached to when it would jump to hyperspace. The ship wasn't going into hyperspace, but the little ring it would attach to would take it. That's what they would travel with. So my hope is they're going to hook a badass ship to it. Maybe I missed it. Again, I've only watched it once. I didn't analyze the footage. I'm not like that. I hope they attach some badass ship to it, but I hope that is not just the ship itself. That's kind of a letdown. Unless it's not done being built, but come on, man. If we're going to bring Thrawn back and he's going to have a badass ship, let's give him a badass capital ship. I still just rather him have a Star Destroyer and paint it with a Chimera. But I get it. Probably don't want to do that, but we'll see. But that's my one concern going forward, though. We're going to get back on the ship stuff because I like ship stuff. But if they don't have him have a fleet, that really worries me. Because up until I've seen the episodes, I was positive they were going to have him have a fleet. Because Morgan's working on it, and they kept hinting at shipbuilding, and now they showed her build this ship, and I'm like, please tell me that is not the only thing she's been working on. And I get the vibe she's working on more. You know, because one of the things I think Ahsoka and them kind of made a mistake in this first episode is they were acting like people were acting out of greed. That's why they're still working with the Empire. But those dudes didn't necessarily need to blow their cover when they were in the shipyard, and they all jumped up like, long live the Empire. They shouted some shit like that. That doesn't scream greed to me. That screams they just have loyalists still. So I don't feel like Thrawn would have a problem finding people who could crew a ship and pilot it. Like, he could have a fleet of loyalists, and I think it'd be fine. So if they go down the route where he doesn't have that, I'm going to be very let down. And again, that might not mean it will be in this season. Maybe they'll build up to that, but I don't know. Like, we might not see his fleet this season. We might, or in action, we might see, like, all right, it's built, and now season 2 will go into that. And that might be the way to do it. I don't know, but let's just put it this way. If they go down this route and they don't have him have a fleet or something like that, that is just, yeah, that's just a waste in my opinion. But that'll be a big letdown for me, honestly. That would, I don't want to say we'll ruin it, but man, that would absolutely suck. Like, come on, dude. Let's do better. But I do like how many, what do you call it? Force users are still around. I know some people have been bringing up that argument, and it does make sense. I get it to a certain extent where you're coming from. Like, man, the Jedi were wiped out, and it was just like Luke and Obi-Wan in the originals, and now, like, there's so many. But at the same time, if you're trying to make good stories, bringing these characters back is good. So, like, you know, it is a little weird, but I'm not against it. I'm enjoying it. I like the idea of Jedi surviving, and since they had an organization of Jedi when it ultimately fell in the prequels, the Jedi Temple did. Like, they had all that organization, and then when it got defeated, most of your head guys died. People would scatter. Like, I get that would happen, so I'm not against that before someone's like, oh my god, there's another one. Like, if this Inquisitor one turns out to be Barriss Offrey or Ophi, whatever, I'm not going to be against that. Honestly, I want to have Ahsoka dueling as many people as they can. I'm a little surprised with Sabine being her Padawan, but I mean, it kind of makes sense. I'm not against it, but yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Because I mean, damn, you got a Mandalorian Jedi. Wonder how that's going to carry over into the next Mando season. We're going to be seeing her. You know, we're going to see her Mando. She ain't going to be dying in this season. At least if they want to surprise me, she will. Like, that was the sad part when she got stabbed in the beginning. I'm like, oh, yeah, she'll be alright. Like, immediately I knew it wasn't going to be the end of Sabine. So I'm like, ah. And side note, Qui-Gon's probably rolling in his goddamn fucking grave, dude. Everybody gets stabbed, man. Sabine gets stabbed. What's her name? Third sister gets stabbed. And they're all fucking fine. Meanwhile, Qui-Gon gets stabbed. Well, that's it, Obi. I'm out, man. Have a nice time training this little fucker. I'll see you later, man. Peace out. Yeah, I'll talk to you as the Force goes. Yeah, I gotta go, man. I got some Force bitches I gotta go fuck. And he just dipped out. And I'm like, fuck. At least in this case, she did get stabbed off to the side. So I'm like, alright, but I could definitely see why other people are complaining. Like, dude, everybody's getting stabbed nowadays, and nobody fucking dies. I could see where the argument's coming from, especially when you go back to the Qui-Gon argument. I already got on Twitter briefly, and I saw somebody with a meme, like, Qui-Gon just making a face. I'm like, yep, there you go, man. I get it, but... What else? I feel like we're missing too much. We're just ranting. What else? I like the whole Indiana Jones vibe, but again, I don't want the whole season to be that. But in the first 2 episodes, I thought it was pretty good. What do I guess? Predictions? I mean, well, we know this initial hunt is going to be a success for the Empire, or the Thrawn side. So, like, Ahsoka's not going to stop him right now, so... Where did they leave off? Where were they going? Oh, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. They tracked the ship with the tracking device to the... I don't know the name of the planet, but wherever Morgan and them is. So my guess is next episode... Well, obviously Ahsoka's not going to stop him. We already saw Thrawn, so in the trailer. So they'll probably get on the ship and then go with him into hyperspace, and that might be the way they do it. Maybe they... I don't want to say track them. That'd be kind of hard to track them if you don't have the right stuff, but I don't know, maybe. At the end of the day, who knows? But anyway, I feel like Ahsoka and them they're all going to go on a journey to another galaxy or wherever the fuck they're going. But yeah. Anyway, man, I enjoyed it so far. I hope it doesn't let me down. Again, man, I don't like putting all your eggs in one basket, but Star Wars has been letting me down of late. You know, you got Andor, but it doesn't really advance the overall story like Mando has, and like Ahsoka is going to. Like, they're good. To me, they need to have a good show here. None of this. Oh, you don't like it, but I do. It just needs to be a top tier show. Like, we need to get there. You know, so I'm hoping it can do that. The first 2 episodes haven't made me feel like it isn't, but let's see. The only other nitpick I have is in the opening credits or screen crawl or whatever. They called Ahsoka a Jedi Knight, but didn't she? Was that her rank? I thought she never became a Jedi. So was that rank before Jedi? Like, I'm not sure on ranks. I know you guys are, but was that a mistake or am I just tripping? Because they called her a former Jedi Knight, but was she ever a Jedi Knight? I don't know ranks. I could be completely wrong, but I'm like, damn, if they made a mistake in the opening, like, credit scroll, like, damn, that's a little surprising. That was my first impression, like, oh god. But again, I'm not positive, so I could be completely wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I don't want them to have a mistake right out the gate. Like, come on, Filoni, I expected better, but overall, I'm enjoying the show. Let me know what you guys thought, but this is where I like doing this on a stream, because I could go off what you guys are saying. We can carry the conversation, and now I'm just stuck here the last few seconds of this game that I don't have any recollection of. Did I play here? I don't think I did. Side rant, it does annoy me, man. We got Ahsoka coming out here, and we got 2 new fucking Jedi users, or not Jedi, but Force users. Technically 3 with this Inquisitor, but I kind of think we already know. We'll know who that character is. I don't think this is going to be a new character. It will be someone we know. But the side rant is, man, dude, you got so much potential for new characters for Battlefront, or Battlefront 3. We're just sitting here fucking wasting it, Star Wars. What the fuck is this shit, man? You have so much possibility to either have extended this game or made a Battlefront 3 in this time. And they're fucking sitting here like, well, we got that one open world game, which would probably be cool, but it's still, there's no multiplayer. There's, like, man, Star Wars, get your shit together. I know the shows have been sucking here and there. Some good, some bad, but you guys are shit in the bed gaming-wise. Let's go, dude. Jedi Survivor's good, but it's too short. There's nothing. I'm already done. There's nothing to do. You know, you gotta expand your horizons, dude. Get some multiplayer games. Get some awesome open world games. Get some story games like Jedi Survivor. Get your shit together, Star Wars gaming. Let's go, dude. Jesus, man. We could have been playing fucking Titus Polo on Battlefront 2. But no, we don't get them. We don't get that because they didn't want to fucking do that. So, anyway, side rant over. Let me know what you guys think of the show. Hopefully you guys are positive, but again, just as long as you have constructive criticism of the show, I have no problem, dude. But if you're just like, oh, I hate it. Like, okay, dude, move along. You're boring. But you got problems? I'm glad to hear it, dude. I am down to get into this conversation. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoy, and bye.